Collective. Hey y'all, welcome in. All right, we're gonna tap into your person's energy for the next 72 hours. I feel like someone's practicing on how it is that they're gonna tell you that they have feelings for you, or that they've been suppressing these emotions. And it's like, I don't know, someone's looking in the mirror trying to find the fucking words to tell you or how to say it. Excuse my language, because I feel like someone's frustrated because either they feel like they're gonna lose you, or maybe they already did, and they know, or they're, I don't know. There's a sense of urgency here because they're tired. For one, they're tired of suppressing their emotions. They're tired of holding back how they truly feel, so much so that it's getting out of hand. And two, they know that you're not just going to sit around and wait for, I don't know, I'm hearing inconsistency, them running. I feel like you're dealing with someone who may have ran away from the connection or pulled away only to run right into their shadow. Right? I don't know if they thought that you were going to chase after them. I don't know if they thought that you were going to be heartbroken, because I don't fucking know. I really don't. We're going to see. But it just feels like someone's emotions are getting out of hand, and they know that they have to say something. They have to do something. Someone's ready to commit. Point blank, period. Someone's ready to commit, and they haven't told you this. They've kept it to themselves, right? It's like, I don't know, this person was used to just being single or living this single life, or maybe it was just, they thought that this was just lust. It wasn't love, because I also heard, Is This Love by Bob Marley? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I can't sing, but that's the song. And it's like, maybe they've been trying to, I don't know, logically, just, I guess, figure out or see what these feelings were for them, right? I don't know. It's like they're trying to put a title or a word or a name to the feelings, to label it, right? And it all comes down to commitment. It all just comes down to them wanting a family, or them wanting to finally settle down with a particular person. It's like they know that in order for them to have access to you, which is, I think, where the out of hand, energy is coming from. I feel like on your end, you're just like, this is out of hand. I'm not going to keep repeating the same cycle with you over and over again. You come in saying you want XYZ, you want my attention, you want my love, you want blah, blah. We got chemistry where, our goals align. But then you turn around and you run away. What the fuck are we doing here? And I just feel like this person knows that you've called bullshit, right? If they were trying to play around, but it almost feels like maybe they thought that they were going to get away with playing around because that's who they were used to dealing with. But in the midst of them playing this motherfucking game, somebody fell in love. Exactly. They're not just saying, they just realized they had an epiphany, 333 on the timer. It's they finally come to a realization, like, you know what? I'm hearing I really fuck with the collective. I really fuck with the collective. Someone keeps saying that over and over, right? Because again, it's like they're trying to be so logical about their feelings and their emotions towards you that it's not logical. Like, the only logical explanation is that you have feelings, sir. Like, that's it. That is that simple, right? Oh, someone feels real passionate. I don't know. I feel the fire. There could be fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's like someone feels this, again, it's like something's getting out of hand. Like, they have to do something with this energy that they've been holding in. Somebody has really kept all these emotions, like, blocked. Maybe somebody was blocked, but it also feels like there's so many memories, like things that they had there even before you, right? Even before y'all's connection. It's like they're sitting with their emotions from previous, possibly 444 in the time of previous relationships, maybe even childhood, right? And I feel like all of that is coming up to the surface for your person. that is making them realize, like, awaken to the fact, like, well, what exactly are we scared of here? Like, what are we really running away from? Okay, letting go. Exactly. Letting go. For some of you, your person had to let go of old ideas or old relationships or old connections. I'm getting more so beliefs, like, or things that would limit them, that kept them from moving towards you or taking action. These feels like memories, right? Because I did say I feel like they're going through I was gonna say dark night of the soul, and I also wanted to say ego death. So these are things that randomly pop up, like they've come from left field, right? These are things that I don't know if your love, if your affection, if, the way you show up for this person, exactly, you nourish this person, you feed into this, like, you pour into this person. You've helped this person heal certain things that they didn't even know that needed, healing. I'm hearing TLC. Comfort. You've created a sense of safety or comfort for this person where they could feel like they could be themselves, or where, for some of you, maybe you've even seen this person cry, or they feel like they could be this vulnerable with you. If not, I feel like these next 72 hours, your person is going through that dark night of the soul where they're realizing that they have to walk away and let go from those old beliefs, those old, anything that holds them back from being able to take action towards the one thing they know they have to. Look, yeah, somebody has clarity. Somebody has clarity. They see the truth. They understand. I'm hearing they understand and become. There's a lot of awareness. I'm telling you, a lot of clarity, awareness. You literally have 3 cards that talk about epiphany, awareness, intention, and truth, and honesty and clarity. The Ace of Swords could be coming up. So it does feel like someone is going to, if there's no contact between you and your person, like if somebody did run away from the connection, thinking that they wanted to just be single, or they just felt safer, being single. It does feel like they could be talking to other people that could be guiding them on how it is that they should, like, move forward or take action. But it's like they're gaining some sort of clarity. Somebody could be, pouring some truth. I'm hearing dropping jewels. Somebody could be dropping jewels, or you could have provided this for your person. And that's what they're realizing. Like, you don't come to take from them, right? You don't come to use them. I'm hearing maybe other people have used your person or whoever you're connecting with in the past. Therefore, they felt like they needed to protect themselves or not allow themselves to open up because it was safer this way, right? They would run away from connections, or they would run away from anything that broke that superficial what is it, seal. Like anything beyond that, anything that went any deeper than the surface, it was too deep for them. And you were able to break through, but not because you were trying, but because you were showing up as authentic as you possibly could. You weren't ashamed of your past. You weren't ashamed of who you were now. You're not ashamed of who the fuck you're becoming. I feel like there's a certain awareness to you that opened this person's eye to viewing something from a different perspective, right? From a higher perspective, I'm hearing. This person could have experienced heartbreak. There could have been something that they've experienced, like a relationship that maybe left them hurt or disappointed, or left a mark, right? It left them, it left something that maybe there was something traumatizing, something that changed how they viewed love and relationships. But it's like they're walking away from those beliefs, right? Because they can't. They've been suppressing. They've been holding back. They know that they've been holding back. For some of you, this person could have even ghosted you. They could have blocked you, ghosted you. They cut you off, or maybe you got tired of it because shit's getting out of hand and you ended up blocking them. What else for the collective? Next 72 hours. What is their person feeling towards them? Love. I told you. It's like they can't, they've changed their perspective, or you help them change on perspective on how it is that they're viewing love and relationships. I'm hearing the way you show up very authentic. Like there's something about you. I'm hearing it's see-through, right? And you're okay with being vulnerable. 11:11 on the timer. You're okay with, it's like your authenticity and your, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I'll say, your authenticity. It just feels like that was what made this person, that's what created that safe space for this person. It's almost like they feel like you're home to them, right? Like you've created a home for them, a place where they can come and like really be themselves. Right? Like really show up as themselves and not feel like they have to resist or shy away from who they truly are. Some of you had to set certain boundaries though. Because for some of you had to set certain boundaries, and this definitely got them confused and definitely unsettled. It's like this person's not used to being told no. This person's not used to being told no. But your boundaries is what trigger this person. Maybe they pulled away, right? Someone pulled away because you set some sort of boundaries, you told them no, and it's like now they're sitting back like, damn, like how's she gonna tell me no? Or how is that? What do you mean no? No, we're not playing these games. And now they're confused like, dang, like I have never had anybody tell me no. Exactly. Intimacy. Maybe they were having problems, or they were having issues with letting you in, being intimate. Like this doesn't feel physical. This feels more so like vulnerability about emotions and feelings, right? Allowing you to get close to them. And I feel like once you saw that they were not allowing you into their world, you were like, get me off this damn roller coaster. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Get me off. And that's when you said no. And you probably had a conversation with this person. You discussed it. And you were like, all right, since we're going to keep the surface level, then we're really going to keep this surface level. I don't know if, this intimacy, maybe they tied intimacy with sex, right? A lot of people do. They feel like, oh, well, we're being intimate. We're close. No, we're not. What you're doing is you're connecting with my flesh, my physical, but there's more to me than that, right? And I feel like this person, with your boundaries, once you set those boundaries and you're like, well, I need more than this. Like the sex is cool, but what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And you hop right the fuck off this emotional roller coaster. I know what I want. If you don't know what you want, what are we doing here, right? And I feel like it's not that this person doesn't have feelings for you. It's just that they were not speaking up about their feelings. And it's not that you were expecting for them to have it all figured out, but there's a difference between you saying, I have feelings for you, or I love you. It's not like we got to go get married tomorrow. Like, what are we doing here, right? There's steps to this. First step is acknowledging and accepting that there are feelings here, right? What we do with them after that, it's up to the both of us, not just you, not just me. And I feel like that's where you drew the line. You was like, okay, all you had to do is say, talk, discuss, plan. Like, It takes two to tango, right? I said that in another reading. But this person was confused because they didn't know if this was more than just lust, right? If they more than just surface level. They were unclear because they've never felt like this before. Which is why I'm hearing like this is out of hand. Like I've never paced back and forth in my room thinking about a woman or thinking about a man like this, right? Like I've never had this before. I always felt like I was protecting myself from these situations. And how the fuck did she get through my boundaries? Like how did she pass all the codes and the whatever, like all the locked doors, the windows? She got through all of them. She was able to, it's like I'm hearing, she was able to touch something that no one else has. Something about your hands or your touched, or you've metaphorically touched them in a way that no one else has. I am picking up a bit of that passion, right? That chemistry. So I feel like maybe that was part of the confusion on your person's end, when maybe they felt like this was lust, right? Like, oh, the sex was great. Like, I want more of it. But they started, the more they talked, the more you guys talk, there's something about discussions, right? This is not just regular conversations. It's like whenever you guys talk, there were serious talks, or these were conversations with depth, right? With importance. And those conversations will always leave your person like, who is this? Who is this person? And for some of you, it's like they manifested you. This is something they feel like they prayed for. Something for some of you, you were sent to this person to intervene. Why am I getting intervention? Okay. Yeah. I'm hearing someone here, they were meant, right? Like they wanted a family, or they wanted to love, or they wanted a relationship, right? But there was something was so traumatic that they were willing to suppress that part of them for so long out of this one situation that they've experienced that really it was out of their control. This almost feels like something that could have happened in their childhood that left them traumatized, right? I don't know if like for example, broken marriages, or I don't know, something traumatic, right? Abandonment, things like that. And it just feels like it was something very painful. Exactly. Look, memories, despair, and shattered. It was something very painful to the point where whenever they think of relationships, their first thought is it even, it's almost like, because that was what they experienced, they feel like that is the true story for them, right? It's like, oh, well, my mom and my dad got divorced, so what's the point of me trying, right? Like, I've never had an example of a healthy marriage. So what's the point of me trying? Like, do I even know what that is? But I feel like it was more so trying to protect themselves from that type of pain. Like, it's like they saw a parent or a guardian or someone that they really care or love, right, go through something that they didn't want to experience themselves, that type of pain or that type of hurt, right? But in reality, it's like they were blocking themselves from something or someone that was actually divinely guided for them. You, collective. Like, I feel like there was someone, like you were, I don't know, this person manifested you and they didn't know that they were manifesting you. Or it is giving Archangel Michael, so maybe your person, there's, look at them, locked down. I'm not laughing at them, but you know. I told y'all, it's like someone's masculine is pacing back and forth in their room. Exactly. It's like they're in there, like thinking like, did I really just push away, or am I really blocking what was sent to me? Like what I've been praying for, is this what it is? And they created distance. Again, I am picking up on that energy of, no contact. They created space between the two of you. And that's why they're like, this is where they're figuring out, like, all right, this is out of hand. This is out of hand. Something's out of hand. I got to act on this. I got to say something. We got to figure this out. Someone's realizing that they're ready for marriage or commitment, a family. Umbrellas. Something about umbrellas. Umbrella. What can we, umbrellas? That could be, you could be using an umbrella right now, but it also feels like protection. Something about protection. This person feels like they have to provide protection. Like they're here to protect you. And they want to do that, right? Like they know that the only thing I can do is provide protection. And maybe they thought that they needed to provide, I don't know, money. I don't know what it is, security, all of it. When in reality is you just need their protection. And they're realizing this. Maybe they felt like love was, it was hard, or it was just, which it can be. Like, of course, relationships do take effort, but they don't have to be struggle love, right? We don't have to struggle. If anything, life is already, can be a little hard. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it together. Let's struggle together. Let's work together. Not struggle together. We're not struggling. All right, what is this about? Next 72 for the collective, their person's energy towards them. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is daddy. This is this is somebody ready to, like, didn't I say somebody's counting? Maybe I didn't. Doing numbers or something like that. I don't know. Maybe somebody felt like they had to be the provider. They had to have it all together, all figured out. It's like they're counting their coins. Like, am I really ready to settle down? Like, am I there yet? Am I able to provide this? Am I able to do that? Like, is this, am I ready to have a family? It's like they were really analyzing every single thing about them becoming this new person, or them opening themselves up to love. But but I feel like at the end of the day, look, Six of Swords, it's like someone's ready to take that trip. Someone's ready to take action. Someone's ready to, be confident about what they're feeling. I feel like someone also could have something about their money, right? It's like they're realizing how they put money at the forefront. But it was like that, or they did that because more so of a distraction. Not because they didn't want love, but it was like, if I focus on this, then I won't focus on this, right? Like, if I worry only about my money, my finances, and security, if I make that my only thing I have to worry about or focus on, then nothing else can distract me, right? And this is how this person was able to keep things at arm's length. This is how they were able to protect themselves from getting hurt. And they're realizing this. And I feel like they're realizing this because there's an energy of you coming in, Page of Cups, with this playful, right? Like this playful energy. You're coming in, just it's like you offered a different perspective for this person. You're very creative. Something about you is very creative. You look at life like full of possibilities, right? Full of, what is innocent? Maybe you're younger than this person. There's an age difference, but it's like you look at life again, with with so many possibilities, like we could do so many different things, right? Like you don't have to just be or do one thing. Your innocence kind of distracted this person a little bit. But it's like, again, it's like they're trying to logically process, like, at what point did I fall in love? They can't put their finger on it because, again, you showed up like this from the very beginning, very playful, joyful, fun, laughter. And it's like this person enjoys that, of course, right? Like, who doesn't want to have fun? So you didn't come in like asking for money, or you didn't come in expecting something from this person. You just came with like literally like, ooh, look at this new toy I have. You want to play? Like, that's what I'm getting. And to them, it's like, oh shoot, okay, yeah, let's play. And it was to them, it was like, can love be fun? Like, can love really be this fun? Oh, this is so cute, you guys. Somebody's healing their inner child, or you've helped somebody heal their inner child wounds, maybe. It's like you've helped this person slow down a little bit and broaden their horizons, or broaden their perspective, go a little bit deeper, even just within themselves, right? Like you've opened them up to a different, I'm getting a higher perspective. So where someone could have felt like they were trapped, or stuck in a situation, or stuck in a certain way of living, or thinking, or moving, you were almost like, well, yeah, but you can do this instead, or you can do this with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm saying that because she's holding a cup, right, of a cup of water, and there's one fish in there, and honestly, and it was in a bag, right? It was, I'm sure at some point that fish was in a bag, and I don't know. It just feels like you offered, or some sort of perspective that allows themselves, or allowed this person to think outside of the box, or think, or get unstuck from something. Also, I've heard, this is my fish. I don't know. This person might be realizing, like, listen, all this fish in the sea, but this is my fucking fish. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Four of Cups. Somebody they could have rejected it because of work. They would have rejecting love because of money. If I focus on work and my stability, then I don't have to worry about love. It's like people will come in offering and offering, but they were just like, not interested, right? Not interested. Because whatever that was being given to them, it wasn't, I don't want to say it was good enough. It was more so, it's giving like superficial, or fake, or maybe not fake. I'm going to say superficial because we've been talking about superficiality. So, and then here you come offering us a glass of water with a fish in it. I don't know. It's like some people could have been offering shit to this person, but it was just cute. It was just painted. It was just what am I going to do with a painting? And here you come, and you're like, all right, I got a cup and I got a fish in it, and it's real. And it's real. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. I don't know. What else? Next 72 hours. Two of Wands. There's definitely travel here, but it feels like planning. Somebody's planning. Somebody's planning something. For some of you, there's an energy of like a proposal or an offer, like a love offer. But again, it going back to the energy of someone's planning. They're analyzing. This is someone that loves to have their ducks in a row. This person doesn't like to have shit out of order, or they have their own specific order, right? It's like, all right, I'm not getting married or I'm not having kids until I know I am financially secure, or I can provide a home and food and shelter. Like, we're not going to be struggling, right? And this person made it a point to, not do that. But along the way, it's like it became, I don't know, like I said, maybe they were used to being used by people because they did have that financial security. So because they felt like they could only focus on their money and finances, they were only attracting women or men who were focused on superficial things, money and finances, right? And then again, here you come, all bubbly and shit. You're like, oh yeah, that's nice. You have a nice coin over there saved up. But look at this fish. But look at this fish. This is more fun than that $1 million you have in the bank. We can look at this fish. I don't know. Something about your innocence turns this person on or something like that. Y'all's conversation as well, like something about how you make things sound so simple, especially difficult situations. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. Didn't I say something about a detour? Wheel of Fortune. It's like, here you come. I'm telling y'all, you came. The Queen of Pentacles came around. And it's like you mirrored this person 100%. But there was something about you in your playful energy, right? I don't know if there's, again, I said something about hands. So I don't know if you create things with your hands, or your fertile energy as well, your ability to turn nothing into something, right? It's like you help this individual see that this could have been an old rag, right? Or a whole bunch of old rags, and you took all the rags and you turned it into a fucking blanket, right? It's like you're creative, and your fertile energy offered this person a different view, a different perspective, where they feel like they could actually bring whatever that they've built. 32 on the timer. Because they know that they could turn it into something more with what you're able to do, right? It's almost like it's like they're adding their own money, right? They're looking like, okay, I was able to do all of this by myself, but then I meet the Queen of Pentacles. And I have the dollar and she has the dream. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like they're starting to realize that there's more than just to making the money. There has to be a dream as well. And once there's a dollar, and then once there's a dream, then the possibilities are endless. And I feel like that's what you told this person with your cup and your goldfish in there. It's like, yeah, it's the fish is, I don't know. I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing with this card. It just feels like you offered maybe a different habitat for this person. I did say something about you being like home to this person, being home to them. So maybe you created a different space, a space where they could be themselves, a space where they feel secure enough to go on this detour, right? Even though it's frustrating because they don't know what the hell they do with the feelings. They don't know which direction to go. They've been going on this direction for I don't know how many years. Like this is how I get to work every day. Like now I'm having to go in a different direction just because y'all decided to do construction, something that was completely out of their control. So again, this is this divine intervention, y'all. This person didn't realize that they were praying for someone like you. Or maybe someone, I don't know, a guardian angel was like, all right, well, I'm sending you what you really need. I'm sending you what you really need, and here you come. Yes, you've slowed something down for this person, or not even slowed down. Maybe you were sent to slow them down, right? Like, slow down a little bit. Enjoy the views a little bit, right? Take that money and let's create something with it. Like that, let's I don't know. Maybe you also showed this person with the Four of Pentacles. Had a with the Four of Pentacles, I do feel like there was this energy of them holding back, of course, emotionally, right? But it also feels like maybe they felt like they had to keep their money or their finances close to their heart, because again, it just feels like maybe, excuse me, they were used to people using them, right, for their money or whatever. I'm hearing a handout, but you came along and you were like, I don't need your money. I can make my own. I know how to create shit that can make me money. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, while, they use a computer, maybe you got your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe for some of you, you work with your hands, or you're a creator or something like that. I'm hearing tattoo artists as well. I am seeing like needles. Or maybe somebody could be thinking about getting a tattoo. Gardening, I am getting gardening as well, which is your hands, using your hands. Whatever it is, it's something that whatever you put your hands on, you can turn it into gold. And this person is realizing that. Right? They're realizing that in order for them to get to where they need to get to, there may need to be some sort of like a detour, right? And it might piss some people off, right? Detours, again, yes, it's going to be a little bit of frustration, especially if there are other people whose hands are in the pot in some way, shape, or form. You are definitely, as I said, in the pot. Look, you guys. So for some of you could do pottery. Maybe that's why I'm picking up the hands, or maybe you're getting into that as well, or you want to get into that. But I don't know, it just feels like there are people who are getting pissed off, or people who are bothered by a certain decision. But what can we do? The Wheel of Fortune can be unforeseen changes, right? But they are divinely guided, or a divine intervention that is meant to send us, that was sent to us, meant to protect us. For example, I don't know, like maybe you're used to going in that direction, and today is the day that there's an 18-wheeler that just so happens to have a car accident, and you're the one that's saved, and you don't get hit by that 18-wheeler because of the detour. Shit, I don't know. You just don't know, right? Like, you just never know. Things are sent to us divinely to protect us. Somebody could have passed away in a car accident, or there was something about something about a car. I don't know. My condolences. That came through heavy, but okay. The Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I love this. I freaking love this. It's like this person is also realizing your value and the value within themselves, right? Like they're no longer, it's like they're realizing that they have the luxuries of life is not just money. It's not just tied to money. Right? For some of you, this person is considering or wanting to have children, right? Like they want a family. They're going through all their prized possessions, and I'm getting a bit of, I don't know, like someone feeling proud, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but I know there's more. But the more is not necessarily tied to money anymore. To them is now like Maybe the more is the family that I'm looking for, right? Maybe this person was after something or chasing after a luxurious life, where it's like now they have access to it, or now they have it, but they are still not exactly the emotional fulfillment is still out there. Not because they're not happy within themselves, because I am seeing where they are, but they also know that there's a 10 of cups out there, or they also know that there's a 10 of pentacles. And both the 10 of cups and the 10 of pentacles have children in it, or family. Which means that, you know, if I feel like this person is realizing that, yes, they are happy and they appreciate how hard they've worked or how far they've come, but now they're ready for that 10th cup, or that 10th pentacle, that family, right? That home, that place that they could, call their safe space, their home, their family, their I'm hearing their village. Okay, somebody's ready to become an emperor. 6 of Pentacles. And the Tower. Let me get one more. 5 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this person could have been the provider, or they are the person who people go to whenever they experience like financial insecurity, or when they go through a hard time. Your person is the one that is the go-to, right? Because I am seeing like handouts. Like maybe if someone fell on hard times, it's like, hey, can I borrow $100? Your person quickly, here's the $100. But it's like now they understand that when one has a family, some things change, right? There's boundaries here. Boundaries. And maybe that's what your person also needed to learn, is drawing the line, right? Like setting healthy boundaries. Like, yes, I've worked hard for my money, but that doesn't mean I'm just giving it out freely like that, right? And I feel like, again, this person had to learn how to create boundaries, which in turn, whenever you set boundaries, people get mad, right? Some people get mad. You lose certain relationships. You lose, people tend to lose respect when you can't be there for them like they want you to be there for them. And that was I feel like part of the reason why that added to the mental burden of not being able to take action towards you. Because I feel like they had other people to take care of, and almost felt like, well, why would I bring a family into this when I already have a family that I'm taking care of? But yet, something about it's not their responsibility. Too many. Tragedy. 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this. It's like they were going through. This feels like childhood, childhood memories, right? That was keeping them mentally bound or stuck. This also feels like, I don't know if they had to take the role of the provider, but it's like they were taught to find their worth, or like their worth was whatever they had in their pocket, right? Like, what are you good for if you're not able to provide? So whenever they felt like their money was not ready, it's almost like they felt like, or their money was not, balanced or where they wanted it, the more they would focus on money and stability and reject love. And they almost did that shit with you. But now it's like they're waking up to those patterns, those repetitive patterns that was honestly passed down through, like, I don't know, maybe parents, other generations. Because the Six of Cups is here, and that talks. Six of Cups is here, so that talks about past lives as well. This is like a roller coaster that this is a ride that they kept on riding until you came along, and you, like I said, you stopped them right on their fucking tracks with the Three of Swords. So there's certain boundaries that you set that you were like, "What? I'm not doing this. What are we even doing here exactly?" Like, and this, it almost triggered this person to realize that they have in fact been riding some sort of roller coaster that they need to hop off, that they need to get off. Exactly. The Chariot. The Three of Swords is someone's definitely suffered like some sort of loss. Whether from either childhood, something in their childhood. Look at this. I mean, look at how this hand is, they're holding the hand up, and look at this. Also holding their hand up. So they really tried to keep you at arm's length or hold back from you, but the more they do, the more it hurts them. It's like the more they try to protect themselves from what was divinely sent to them, the more they suffer. And I'm hearing suffer in silence, because you don't even have to do this. Look, Four of Wands. This person knows. Four of Wands, Four of Swords. You create that safe space for them. You create. Didn't I just say somebody could be getting a tattoo? Somebody could be getting I'm hearing tattoo therapy. Aries, Libra energy. But it just, I don't know. It just feels like somebody just trying or tried hard or definitely kept you at arm's length, but that's hurting more than it's helping, to be honest. Heavy protection energy. I don't know if it's like you came into this person's life to protect them. I'm hearing protect them from themselves. Jesus. So what are their next actions? Ten of Wands. Next actions. Next 72 hours. The Strength. Okay. Let me get one more. Something about a blanket or a blanket. Somebody has a protective blanket. A protective blanket. Maybe it's like a special blanket. What? Or like an item that you consider like protection. Their next actions. So it does feel like they're still carrying a lot. I feel like they're still dealing with a lot. For some of you, they could be moving or relocating. Like there's a lot there. trying to handle right now, trying to juggle. Like I said, this feels like someone could be just the provider of their family or their home, or mm, so they can't do much, right? Their hands are full right now. Leo energy with the strength. Cub. Someone either, there could be somebody could be purchasing a dog, a dog. I'm hearing a dog. But also, someone's ready for a son. She's like, I want a son. She's like, somebody could be saying that they want a son, boy. Someone could be having a boy. I mean, we do see the Queen of Pentacles here. Like I said, she's very fertile. King and Queen of Pentacles, mama and daddy here. And the Page of Swords. Again, somebody's like gathering data or research information. They want to watch. I will say their next actions or the next 72 hours. I feel like they're still going through a lot. Someone's still juggling a lot. But I do see them gaining the courage to take action. But I'm hearing, but first, I'm still gathering information. I'm still gathering data. I'm still collecting. I don't know if this person wants to have like more conversations and discussions to feel more confident in making or finally taking action, because I do see the Hanged One. I said something about the Emperor. Here he is. Okay. And the King of Swords. Someone really, really takes their time before they make a decision. Like they're very intellectual. They gather the facts. They do the research. And I feel like even though this person does have a lot going on right now, it's like they are getting the courage to act, right? But this is after they feel like they've collected the knowledge or the data, or have had the communications with you, or the conversations with you that will make them feel more confident in becoming this, right? For some of you, it's like they're ready. Like I'm telling y'all, with the Emperor showing up, King of Pentacles, and then we see the Emperor, it's like someone's ready to, get married, have a family, to have children. Like, okay. All right, collective. That's all I have for the next 72 hours. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.